Did you know Prismacolor used to make crayons? Let's investigate. So a few months ago, I was in an art shop and I found the infamous discontinued Prismacolor Art Stix. They marketed these as woodless color pencils. I'm assuming they're gonna be like the Neocolor CRAYONS. I also found a whole bunch of open stock of the same Prismacolor Art Stix. But in this video, we're just gonna focus on the regular pack of 12. Let's see what these crayons or woodless color pencils are all about. So meet me at the desk. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. This is the Prismacolor Premier Art Stix. Technically they're crayons, technically they're wax pastels, but I'm gonna call them crayons. So we're gonna test these out. Not a lot of colors. This is only 12, and they are discontinued. Prismacolor no longer makes these, and I'm kind of excited to use them. Now, I have tried the Caran d'Ache, or otherwise known as the Neocolor 1 and 2. These are like crayons, like a really pigmented crayon with less binder. I really like these. These are probably my favorite to use. But anyways, I've heard these are very similar. But first, y'all know I have to do a swatch. That hurts. It's not really doing much on the hand. But you know, these are not for your hands or your skin. This is for paper. So let me go grab some paper and let's do a drawing. Well, hello to the voiceover portion of this video. I'm going to be using my Canson Bristol pad. It doesn't really have a lot of tooth to the paper, but it's pretty thick. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have used like a toothier paper, but you know, I'm in the future now, so I can't change it. But these Prismacolor Art Stix were really, really stiff. They weren't necessarily creamy or like crazy crumbly. They just kind of reminded me of like a run-of-the-mill color pencil. I was still kind of in the light stages at this point, but I wanted to go a little bit darker, and that's why I'm using this brown. This is when I realized like, oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because this color was not pigmented at all. There was little to no pigment, and it was the driest, the crumbliest of them all. I'll let you watch through my struggles, but you'll kind of notice how I have to layer upon layer. And these do not layer well because they're very kind of translucent, to be honest. They're kind of, like I said, they're kind of the run-of-the-mill color pencils. And when you don't have like opaque color pencils, you kind of have to layer them. But then you need like a blending stick or a white to really, marry the colors together. Oh, I said marry the colors together, everybody. Am I making sense? I'm gonna let y'all watch for a little bit so you guys can get some context. But I'll talk to y'all soon. Do you kind of see what I'm talking about now? The amount of layers I had to put down just to build up a certain color, especially since that brown was just so lackluster, it was not it. Are you still watching? I mean, we're about 3 minutes in, and I hope you're still watching. I have a question to ask you if you're still watching. Have you ever used these or heard of these crayon Prismacolor sticks? And let me know if you've used them, what you think of them, and if you still have them. Because I would really like to know, because I've had the color pencils, Prismacolor pencils, for a long time, like super old, like 20, 30 years old, right? And I know that even the pencils can kind of dry out and get a little crumbly and, whatever. But I would love to know if you've ever used these when they're at their prime, when they're brand new, if they were ever softer or if the colors were better or more opaque. Because, damn. Either these have been sitting way too long or they just were not it to begin with. But I'll get more into that in my final thoughts. Let me just ramble. Y'all mind if I just talk? Because I kind of want to talk about what's coming in the next couple months. Speaking of, this reference photo that I'm using right now is actually a part of my Halloween costume from last year that I did not post, but I'm going to be posting here very soon. Obviously, if you're one of my Patreons, y'all have seen this costume in many different aspects, many different ones. And that video is almost done. I just got to do a little more photo shoots with the costume and a little behind the scenes shots. I am so excited, and I hope you guys are excited for spooky season because I have a lot up my sleeve. I have a lot up my sleeve. But I'm also going to be making another Halloween costume, so I might have overcrowded my plate. But I shall conquer. I shall eat all that's thou'st on my plate. And I shall shallest thy memory of thy plate. because I even ate the plate. I'm done talking. So go ahead and watch this for a little bit longer. I'll come back later. Okay, I'm back. I got a little bored. Anyway, so a little bit more about this drawing. It's a little hard to notice on camera, but the contrast is not the best with the black and the brown. Because the black and the brown are the two darkest colors, I was kind of hoping that the black might, you know, really come through when I needed some contrast, but it really didn't. But that could also be due to the fact that I made a million layers and nothing would really sink into the paper anymore because there is a million layers. I mean, look at these eyebrows, right? I got enough contrast, but I was kind of hoping they would come through. The layering on this is awful. Now, the beard and the mustache, not too bad because there are not a lot of layers and that black really looks rich, right? But if you add it to a whole bunch of layers on top, it's not gonna do much. Look underneath the lip. You see how those lines of black didn't really do much? And I was pressing down hard, hard. Damn, I'm really just about to complain this whole video. This whole video, I'm just complaining. Anyways, let's talk about something nice. How are y'all doing? Are you guys getting creative today? You guys gonna make a video? You gonna make a new drawing, huh? Ooh, that sounded so bitchy, but you guys know what I mean. Like, have you guys been creative? Let's be real. Because I actually have been, surprisingly. Good news, I have been creative. And you know what? It's always the end of summer, early fall, and even into fall where I get the most creative vibes because I don't have that summertime FOMO. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like, oh, I need to travel. I need to go to the lake before it gets into the worst time in the winter where I'm just depressed and sad and lonely and there's nothing to do in this damn place because it's so damn cold and you can't really go outside without getting frostbite. Anyways, look at me, I'm complaining. I'm complaining again. Check me out. Damn, I just need to shut up. I haven't made a video in a hot minute, so I just don't know how to do anything else besides complain. But anyways, I have a lot of stuff to show y'all here pretty soon. Also, I'm just curious, is anybody still here? Are y'all still listening to my cringy voice? If you're still here, I want you to type something in the comments. Let me think about what y'all should type. Hold on. Ooh, I got it. I need y'all to finish this sentence. Creativity is not blank. So finish it up with something funny, like creativity is not edible or creativity is not salty. You know what I mean? Like say something funny. Let me know. I want to confuse all the other people who didn't finish this video. So what else can I talk about? Ooh, y'all, I have tried and tested a whole bunch of different art materials that I can't wait to edit and show you guys. But with that, I've also tried to look up different art supplies I could test out. I'm not really a testing art supply channel thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into that like overconsumption side of like art YouTube because they be buying a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, I know that is just rotting. That is rotting. But if you have something unique that you want to maybe suggest, I am all down for it. But anyways, I need to shut up because I need to show you the final drawing. I surprisingly have a lot to say about these woodless color pencils, these crayons, these wax pastels. These Prismacolor Art Stix had potential. I will say they had potential. These are so much more stiff and less pigmented than, let's say, the Neocolor from Caran d'Ache. They're really hard, they're kind of dry, and honestly, they're kind of a letdown. I would almost compare these more to the Scholar Prismacolor color pencils. Damn, that's a mouthful. Because they're not as creamy as the Premier, but I mean, they say Premier on top, so you would think they would blend well, but they really don't. I was struggling half the time trying to blend these things out. And for how much these cost, I don't know if it would be worth it to try and find these out in the wild online. Because for me, I think buying all this, I think it equal to about like $1.55 for just one stick. But if you were to get the creamy, juicy Caran d'Ache Neocolor, I think it's about $2 a piece, which is still is expensive. It's crazy. But this was more bang for your buck. And it lasts longer. It's creamy. You'll get the pigment that you need and want. And it blends really well. I mean, unless you're a diehard Prismacolor, fanatic, then I would get these because, it's discontinued. But these are so expensive online right now because people are selling them for like crazy amounts of money. I'm going to use these. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to use them. Maybe it's just because this package is old or something that it's so dry and not necessarily crumbly, but they don't have that creamy texture anymore. But you know what? I bet these would look really good on black paper. Maybe I should try black paper next. What do y'all think? Let me know if y'all want to see me do something with these. So yeah, unfortunately, these did not meet my expectations, but they're still nice. They're still better than crayons and higher quality than, just regular crayons. I still use these. I think they're really nice. They still have a lot of pigment in them. They're just not as juicy as I thought they would be. So for the first time using these, what would I rate these? Probably like a 5 out of 10. They get the job done. Would I recommend you guys hunt for them? Probably not. Probably not. Save your money. Go get something better. Obviously, because these are discontinued, they're probably going to be old and a little dusty. So I'll pass on these unless, Prismacolor brings them back. Prismacolor, bring these back and make them juicier, please. More pigment. More opaque. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, concerns, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, please let me know down below. It's been a while since I said that. I almost choked. Now, someone tell me I look French in this drawing because I do. Oui, French. Au revoir. Au revoir. See y'all in the next video.